Never give Key and Peele too much credit, but they nailed it.
Yeah, so when I first saw this skit, I was like, this isn't that much of an exaggeration, but now it's even sounding like less of an exaggeration than before.
Wow. Well, hello. Welcome to Media Studies. I'm James Brown. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Twitch, and we're live on YouTube. I'm James Brown, media obsessive. He's Sabby Reyes Kokarni, an apostate music journalist. How do you want to start, Sabby?
Well, I can already tell I'm much more thrilled to be talking about this than you are. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to stay tight-lipped until we hear from. I mean, we're discussing Andre 3000's new quote-unquote album, 7 piano sketches, and I just gotta say, James was not thrilled. James hated, I don't think it's too strong a word, Andre's last album, his bass flute album, New Blue Sun, which I loved, was one of my favorite albums of, I think it was late 2023 is when it was out. I thought it was beautiful, profound, soulful, and every time I say those words, I see James's face. The first time we talked about this, like what are you talking about? But I'm going to defer my thoughts on the new one because I'm dying to hear. I got a text this week from James. You're the first person that I heard about this album from. I got in your text when you said, "This makes me hate this guy even more." That's how I heard about this record.
Is that what I said?
I think know. So.
Let me pull that text up. I'm not sure I said that. I said something to the effect of let me go back here, because we talked about I'm starting to hate him.
Okay,
that's what I said. That's what I said. And look, for those who are new to this kind of conversation between me and Sabby, we have talked about the influence of Andre 3000 on my life. I am a blurred black nerdy kid from the projects, and sometime in the mid 90s, I hear this weird, eccentric, fun, virtuoso group called OutKast, and a slew of people from Atlanta who spoke to me, project kid from a Rust Belt city. And he and Big Boy created something that was just magnificent in engaging. And when I listen to something like Elevators today, I'm just transported, It's the perfect driving song, and the fact that they were both, yes, wearing a hip hop sheen, but at the same time, they were this other shade of blackness. And they were not afraid, and they still aren't afraid to this day. Obviously, we got Mr. Dude with a freaking, he's not afraid to be himself, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that he would actually show up with a freaking, piano on his back at the Met Gala. I appreciate that he does not have to fake toughness. I appreciate that he can be his own remix of what it means to be a black man in America and not care about all that stuff, because I don't care about all that stuff. I dress like a golfer. Right? I don't care. Because
it's a good look for you.
Thank you. I even got the golf shirt going now. Yeah. I like they mastered clothing.
And you don't even golf, right?
I'm learning.
Okay.
Learning. But they mastered clothing. And I was like, I'm going to appreciate it. I'm going to lean into that. So I loved seeing I saw the trajectory, you know, from when they bleed through and became stars, and then they became megastars. And I think when they became megastars, it drove Andre 3000 insane. I think that was pretty clear. I think he said it. I don't know if you heard that Rick Rubin interview
Some
with
of
him.
it. Some of it. Yeah.
And I think it spoke to like he's got anxiety and depression and all sorts of things that are driving him bonkers when it comes to music as he used to do it.
And a kind of writer's block, or definitely some kind of block.
Very much so.
You know, if anybody is familiar with like Julia Cameron's The Artist Way, like that self course for creatives, which I really recommend highly. She talks about that blocks in creative people. That's what I took away from that interview with Rick Rubin.
And I think he's kind of lost, at least in terms of hip hop and his place in it. I think he also said something really interesting in one of the Blue Sun interviews with, I forget which outlet he talked to, maybe it was GQ, where he talked about sort of like, you know, I'm 50, whatever, and I don't want to, you know, my back hurts. I don't want to rap about that. What I'm going to rap about. And I think he's missed a massive opportunity here where it's like, rap about anxiety, rap about depression, rap about freaking ejections in your knees or your back hurt or the Bengay or whatever. Dude, like, just explore that in a medium where you're a freaking genius. You know, it's honestly, it's like somebody like the equivalent of someone, let's say, Martin Scorsese. And yes, I do think he's that level of a hip hop musician. Deciding that I'm going to make TikTok videos.
Or just do a cooking show or something